The Rise of Makuu starts with yet more foreshadowing for the Jackals, even though we are still half a dozen episodes off from Ray and the others actually being, introduced yet.
Hyenas? Jackals? Vultures?
Fuli must really hate Jackals. They haven't even met any yet, and she's already rearing to fight one. But it turns out the scary monster they had to fight was actually a Hyrax stuck in a thorn bush. Why did they think this was going to involve fighting somebody again? Like, clearly Ono had to tell them they weren't going to be fighting someone. What were they expecting? Bunga attempts to solve this dilemma by shredding the poor thing with the thorns. It's like when your cat gets stuck under the couch and you have to put your hand over their head as you're pulling them out so they don't bump their head. Or, the opposite of that. Since Bunga was just gonna pull that thing out like a band-aid and tear that poor Hyrax to pieces. Bunga's next solution is to murder the Hyrax with Kion's magic god powers. I forgot how insane Bunga can be. I also forgot that this was one of those character stinks and we need to bathe them episodes. Why do these shows use this trope so much? Another question for another time, I guess. I don't have too much to say about Makuu's introduction, except how they are educating us on crocodile leadership traditions. Oh gosh, this song. Remember last episode where I mentioned that Zukazama made me skip all the songs in the show for over half a season 1? Wait, you don't? Well then why don't you watch that video? Random self-promotion check. This song, Don't Make a Stink, or whatever it's called, this made that worse. If I wasn't skipping the songs because of Zukazama, I was from this song. Half the time I forget this song exists. It's that bad. The songs in this show are amazing. Why did they have to front load all the bad ones? Or maybe that was a good thing, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about the Mashindano itself. This scene is amazing though, and I think it really serves to make early TLG good. As I said earlier, this episode focuses on the character stinks and has to take a bath trope. And if this episode was only that trope, it would be no different than PJ Masks or Puppy Dog Pals. But it's stuff like this that separates the Lion Guard from its Disney Junior peers. This is only the second episode, technically the first after the pilot, which kind of has to be heavier, and we are already being shown a dramatic, tense fight scene set during a sunset, establishing series-spanning lore and embedding a villain that is going to stick around for the entire first season, who is then going to lead on to one of the show's best redemption arcs, and one of the main villains of Season 2, that being Kaburi. Sorry if I'm rambling here, I just wanted to talk about this part, which I guess is literally the point of the video, so I shouldn't even be apologizing. Even though, now that I think about it, I guess I lied when I said I had nothing to say about the Mashindano. Another detail I quite like, when the guard are in their lair here and Kiara runs in to tell them about the giraffes and all their have you. For starters, I just love Kiara's role in this show. They could have easily gotten away with giving a lot less screen time to TLK2 characters like her, but they didn't. She is even serving basic tasks like being the one to tell them about a mission. I love it. Anytime I could see Kiara, I am happy. But besides that, I really like how she says that Simba and Nala are out hunting. How casually she drops that her parents are, right now, committing murder. That, or this is just another way to say romantic rendezvous. Isn't that just so romantic? Two lovebirds going out and killing innocent gazelles under the light of 1,000 stars. The screams of pain and terror really serves to elevate the natural romantic nighttime sounds. What was I talking about? And now all the habitats are messed up, because not only do we have traditional animation tropes, epic lore, and murderous rendezvous, we also have nature lessons we must learn. Oh, and also everyone on the guard immediately choosing violence.
Come on, Kion. You could take this guy.
Makuu's got no respect for anybody.
Bestie's right.
You won't get an argument from me.
Guys.
I love how much of psychos these guys are. Reminds me of me. We also have this detail of Kion refusing to use the roar in anger at Makuu. It is just one more brick in his overall arc.
But why? If I start using the roar when I'm angry, I'll be as bad as Scar.
As well as Fuli once again hating on baboons. The fact that they continued the gag of Fuli hating balloons for so long is hilarious to me. Like one of the writers just had a sticky note on his desk that said, "Fuli hates balloons, don't go." Fuli hates balloons, don't forget it. Kion talks to Mufasa and learns a lesson. See, I can summarize the scene in 8 words, I just choose not to. I feel like this episode just doesn't have that many details to talk about, so I'm rambling more than usual. Hopefully that is entertaining. But we do have the full circle thing of the Hyrax being afraid of Bunga's stench, causing Ono to try to cure his stench problem, which in turn causes Bunga to not be able to scare away what is presumably the same Hyrax later in the episode because he smells good now. Also, the whole detail from earlier in the episode where Bunga stops Ushari from eating, which just further adds to his descent into evil plot. I guess there's that too. Honestly, kinda surprised it's Bunga that offers to eat this Hyrax to solve all their problems. Usually it's Fooly that first chooses eating somebody to solve a problem.
You think I should eat him?
Also, can we just appreciate how Kaya defeated Makuu by being like, look at me, Croc, I have god powers. And Makuu is like, oh right, god powers. Forgot about those. Well, good day, gentlemen, didn't mean to bother you. And then the episode ends as all good stories end, with everyone standing in a circle and laughing at something that isn't even funny. This is how all of my shifts at work end, by the way, just wanted to throw that out there. Overall, I would say this episode is great. But this is a lore breakdown, not a review, so I guess that doesn't matter anyway. And I could recap everything I have already discussed, but I don't really see the point. Why would I recap in the first place? Anyways, do that YouTube stuff. You know, the things every YouTuber tells you relentlessly to do. I will ask for one thing, though. Tell me any details in this show you may have noticed in the comments. And no, this isn't for engagement metrics, so I could care less about those. I just want more content to be able to shove down your throats later. With all that being said,